Hello, hello. We are live with Max and Chico. What do you think, Max? Hey, buddy. Yeah? Yes, Connie, that's right. Let's get this birdie party started. See, we've got Michelle, we've got Sharon and Kane and Suzanne. Wub's here. Hello, hello, hello. Tango, it wouldn't be a party without you. Good job, maybe? Oh boy, Max. You're sure the character, aren't you, honey? Let's go here. Slightly better. Whoops. We'll go back to having birds in the shot. There we go. Now we have birdies in the shot. We're doing something a little different today with a webcam. Oops. Well, it's not quite what I had in mind, thank you. Webcam tripping over the bar stool that I've got my computer balanced on. Yeah, that sounds good, doesn't it? It sounds really safe. So Max, what do you want to do today, honey? Would you like some snackaroos? Huh? I'm going to go make you some eggies. And while you're waiting, would you like, while you're waiting? Yeah? What about you? Good job. Good job. While you are waiting. Oh, yeah. Delicious quinoa and rice pasta. Yeah, Max was tired this morning. He said he wanted to stay in bed. He wanted to sleep in. It doesn't work too well when we're trying to stream. Max, where did you put your egg cookers? Okay, I see. You put them in the dishwasher. Well, that didn't help. Shouldn't we be cooking with them? It's okay, I've got another egg cooker I can use. Okay. Cooker. Eggs. Or in this case, one egg. Only need one. Yeah, the fridge is full of eggs. I managed to buy more eggs than I needed. You know how you do groceries and you totally forget that you already have something, so you buy it again? Yeah, that's why my pantry is full of dishwasher detergent. I think 3 times running I decided, oh yeah, I can't forget to buy that. And each time I got home to realize that, yeah, I already had some. Yes, Max. We're going to make eggies. They are going to be oh so good. You like your eggies, don't you? Oops. Okay, we'll just get that mixed up. Break the yolk into the white. Yeah. What's that? Yeah, what's happening? What's that? What's that? Yeah. It's easy to make a mess with eggs, Max. Yes. Okay. We'll put those in and hopefully the eggs won't explode. So yeah, winter has returned. We're back to having some really cold weather. Oops. Yeah, ready already? No, they're not. But I mean, that's Calgary. We get warm weather, we get cold weather. The weather's always going to be variable. So yeah, well, I'm just getting eggs ready. I'm going to leave the comments on the screen. And then when we start doing something a little bit more up close, or a little bit more detailed, I'll go to a full screen view. Sue, are you not feeling well? Oh my goodness, I know so many people who are under the weather today. Okay, that looks cooked. Looks cooked. What do you think? That look cooked? Yeah, but it's too hot. So you have to wait until it cools down. It's okay. It will be really good once it cools down. I can promise you that, okay? Just going to break it up so it can cool a little faster. That's right, Max. It's very good. Okay, let's turn this. Can I see this? I'm going to jostle for a minute. Sorry, folks. Ornithology dude says, my area has been on red warning for bird fly and it's just calmed down. So I finally have free time again. Probably not for long though. Curtis, what exactly does it mean to be on red warning for bird fly? Oh goodness, so glad to see everybody joining us. Hello, hello, yes. Max. Okay, well, we gotta wait for the eggies to cool, and then we're gonna eat eggies. Are eggies good? Yeah, they're even better when they're in your tummy. I know. It is so tough to be a bird, especially when you're hungry. Hungry birds. Yeah, so today we're doing something a little different. We're using a webcam rather than a cell phone. We do mix it up a bit. We're experimenting to see what we get the best results from. What's the problem? I don't think there is a problem, Max. Oh, the problem is the eggies are still too hot. Clearly, that's the problem. Okay. You're just going to have to wait for them to cool off. I'm sorry. Yeah. So tough that eggies take so long to cool off. Are you waiting? Nope. Oh, yeah. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. It's going to be so tasty once they're cool. Whole cooking thing is confusing. You take cold food, make it hot, and then have to wait for it to get cold again. I know. Let's see. Almost. I don't think Max is a big fan of almost. Hi, Doris. Thanks, Vera. Vera says that they like the background. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to a full screen for a little while. We've got lots of chat happening. Keep it coming. I can read it. If you're on Facebook or on YouTube, you can follow the chat on that platform as well. Does not give you the multi-platform chat. However, it will give you the opportunity to chat. And I just wanted to get a bit of a close-up. So Max is leaning over. Yeah, Katie likes the whole picture like this. Absolutely. What I'm going to do on the streams, Katie, I'm going to jump between the two. If I have something that is close up, Max is doing something really interesting, I'll jump there. If we're more sort of chatting with folks, I'll leave it on the chat. Turn around to the front. Come on, turn to the front. Turn around to the front, right to the front. Yeah, keep turning. Turn around. There you go. Okay, would you like that? Okay, we're gonna grab one bite and then throw it on the floor. Sounds about right. What do you want? Do you want one? Can you hear Tico? I want. Yeah, Tico wanted that. Now, clearly you can see Max is very hungry and has not eaten in at least 3 weeks. Oh my goodness, super chat. Connie sent us €5. Thank you so much. Iggy's, they've not eaten for 5 whole minutes. Oh yeah, that is so true. Yeah. All right, Max. Would you like to take the forky? Really in a hurry with that fork today. When Max feels a little bit more patient, he'll use the front of the fork as well. Oh my goodness, Nerd Incognito Sue. Sue sent us $5 Canadian. Thank you, Nicole, for these wonderful Saturday streams that bring joy to so many of us. Thank you, thank you. Well, I just realized something here. I can feature those chats. So there was Connie's. Thank you so much. And whoops. Hide that one. I'm going to go down to the bottom. And there we had Sue. Thank you so much, Sue. Really, really wonderful. Awesome. Yeah, I'm still getting used to some of the functionalities that I have with the chat to show chats. Oh, and I missed one from Jennifer. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. I'm going to scroll up here. Yes, the tantrum with the apple was definitely a fun video. Scrolling up for Jennifer. I think Jennifer, you snuck in when I had my back turned. Come on, Jennifer, where are you? No, quit jumping down to the bottom. Okay, apparently I have to feature them when they first pop up. But thank you so much, Jennifer. That is awesome. We love the super chats. We love the super support. Max is being a little bit annoyed that there's no Iggy's right now. He's hungry. Oh my goodness, Tango. Tango, yes, you are very shy. Super shy. Oops, that's not the one I wanted to click on. That's cool. Apparently I can feature the wrong ones. Super chat from Tango. Thank you. Yes, you are very shy, Tango. Would you like a bite? Okay, you just tell it off there. We'll get your brother a little bit more. You want? I want? Yeah, Tico really gets the idea of fork. I hold the fork, he pulls the food off of it. Gonna work? Yep. Take food, drop fork. Had somebody asking the other day what happens if we use a spoon. So I'll bring out the spoon. Yeah, you're a superstar. Tango, you're a superstar too. Do you want another? Yeah, right off of the spoon. Okay. And chop this into a couple of smaller bits. So we've got many little pieces on the spoon. Hi, Yolanda. Iggy's on a spoon. Oops, you dropped one. Yeah. Max's approach was pick up all the little bits of eggy off the spoon immediately, stuff them into his beak like a demented squirrel. Hi, want another bite? Take that one. What about you? That's right. Lick the spoon. Another couple little bits. Tico's wondering where the real eggies are. He thinks the spoon will hold more. Max knows the spoon will hold more. Yeah, now you can see Max has not eaten in at least 3 weeks. I starve him regularly. Here you go. The spoon? That's right. Yeah, sometimes if we have something soft to eat, they will eat off of the spoon. So they understand the concept. It's actually not a bad thing, associating cutlery with food. You ever have to medicate, it makes life much easier. And you can, the thing about feeding your birds, it's great. And I think a lot of people forget this. If the birds are accustomed to eating in a spot like this, I can see exactly what Max is eating. I can monitor his intake. I can give him some traits that he does not get in the cage. I can see what's going on. If I ever have to medicate him, I don't want to just put food with medication inside of a food bowl and hope for the best. Because I don't know if he's eaten it, if he's tossed it. And we all know that birds toss a lot of food. Yeah. But if I ever have to medicate him, in this situation, I can actually watch exactly what he's dropping. I can see what he is ingesting, and he understands what's going on. Like, he can watch and say, hey, there's something yummy here. I've got a lot of foods I could mix something in if I wanted to. I mean, there's always some favorites, and we keep some favorites that are treats that are only served outside of the cage. It's very unusual for me to serve eggies in the cage. We have to come out for those. They're a special treat. Yeah. Lick with the spoon. Here, what's he gonna do with the spoon? It's empty. You tricked me. So mean. So mean. I know, Max. I know. But yeah, I think a lot of people forget that there's value. Ow! There's value in doing that. Just reached for something and discovered the blades of my food processor were sitting there drying. They're very pokey. So Max, what else would you like? We've got grapes. We have, what's this? We have oranges and grapes. Would you like a grape? Would you like a grape? Okay. Great. You look at that, I'll peel you an orange. Got some lovely little mandarins still. They're just sort of the tail end from Christmas. Found at Christmas the mandarins were really late arriving. Yes, Katie. I know groceries are getting expensive these days. Even, up here we're finding a lot of things are jumping in cost. The pandemic didn't help. Supply chain issues didn't help. Things like bird avian flu have not helped because that has impacted a lot of the chicken farmers, and a lot of flocks have had to be put down. And I mean, you can't forget that all of these grocery companies, they're all for profit. If they can get an extra buck out of you, they will. Whoa, what do you want, Max? I'm squirting myself with orange juice because I think that it's fun to smell like an orange. Hoping that Max is going to appreciate all of my effort in making myself smell like an orange. Oh, this is drippy. Max is watching me eat a little bit of it. I was told him it was really good. Tico's watching me as well, but he's got his foot full. If I offer Tico something else to eat right now, he will just drop it. Yeah, is that good? You have grapes and oranges and eggies. So it's been a really, really good morning for snacks. Okay. Shift the camera over here where I can read it. Hi, Avie. Oh, Tango, birds drop everything. They do it deliberately. One bite for me, one bite for the forest floor. One bite for me, one bite for the forest floor. Yeah. Always going to happen like that, though. I mean, it's the way of the bird. It is the way of the bird. So we've got some fun stuff to show you today. We've got some fun games to play as well. Yeah, Max, I know. Birdie games. There are birdie games to be played. But first, snacks. Snacks are always the most important order of business around this flock. Yeah, you can hear Tico still munching away, still enjoying that lovely, lovely grape. Very juicy, very good. Max, would you like another bite? Would you like another bite? Oh, Bear's got to leave us. Oh, it's okay. We stream, people drop in, they stop in, they leave, they stay for a while, they have some snacks with us, they come back later, because we always have the streams available to watch a little bit later as well. So if you miss us live, you can still catch it. But I think it's always fun when you catch us live and we can chat. Okay, Max, I'm going to step over all the cables. I need better cable management here. Okay. Would you like another bite? I know, I didn't do a great job of picking that one up. Is that good? Yeah, very good. Yum. Yum, yum. Yeah, the flock loves a variety of food. So while they are finishing off their snacks, does anybody want to see something new and cool that we got in this week that's going to be used with our Etsy store? Send us some hearts, send us some comments if you want to see what our newest addition to our Etsy store is. This is something, I'll give you a little bit of a hint. It's not something that you can necessarily buy, but it's something that gets sent out with a purchase. Yes, definitely, Ellie. They love nuts. They love nuts. So I think everybody here knows that we've got the Etsy store and we have all sorts of goodies in it. I mean, we've got, oh, come on, you. Like, for example, we have all of our lovely, lovely fridge magnets. And you've seen those. You've seen the bookmarks. You've seen the pins. You've seen the keychains. And this is our Etsy store, the one that we operate from here. It's different from our Teespring store, but if you're ordering items from Etsy store, they've been sent to you in a couple of different ways. You've gotten small pink envelopes. You've gotten large white envelopes. They always have a Bok handwritten on them in the back, a big black marker. And sometimes you've had some craft envelopes. Well, we're adding on because who doesn't want a Maxenvelope? Yeah, aren't those cool? So these ones are padded envelopes, and we've had them printed with Max. We've got a limited number of them, so I'm just going to give a little bit of a close-up here. And of course, it says happiness inside, and we've got Max's new logo there. I know the lighting's not great on that, but really, really cool, really nice quality padded envelopes. And that's how you may see some stuff shipping out from our store. So what ships in the new envelopes, what doesn't? It's going to depend a bit on size. If you are ordering magnets or stickers, they usually will come in a flat envelope to save you money on postage. And I think that makes absolute sense. Nobody wants to pay Canada Post or their local post more than they have to. If you are ordering one of our extra large notebooks, they're not going to fit in those envelopes, so they're going to go out in a craft envelope. But if you're ordering things like our bookmarks, if you're doing a large order of pins, etc., then we're going to be using our super duper new envelopes. I'm going to remind everybody that there's only a limited run of these. And we just want to use them as a little bit of an extra special surprise, just a little bit of a bonus perk. So if you want some really, really cool mail from Max in one of these padded envelopes, limited edition, yeah, so very, very cool. Very cool. So that's our latest addition to our Etsy store. Now, we also have a Teespring store, which is where all of our t-shirts, socks, and mugs come from. T-shirts, socks, and mugs are shipped directly from Teespring. They don't come from Max Central. They come from Teespring. And we need to do that because we cannot stock sizes of 50 different designs in 5 different sizes and 8 different colors locally. It just does not make sense. We don't sell enough for that. So we do Teespring just as if you're doing one of the smaller orders, one of the fabric item orders, they just fulfill that order as you order from them. Does anybody want a snap pea? No snap peas? How about you? Yeah? Oh, yeah. Those are good. Yeah. Chico's being a little bit of a piggy there in the background, but that's okay. He can be Mr. Piggy. He knows that there's good food. So this week we did a special pop-up stream with Tico. What the heck did I do here? Got this tangled. I'm just adjusting the light, folks. Sorry. I had to turn it. Have the light wrapped around it. Whoopsies. There. Is that better? There. Got a little bit better. Okay. Now we got a bit more light on the boys. I know. Yes. Tico's got food all over his beak. He's really enjoying that snap pea. You know, Tico is definitely a very, very different approach to Max. Yeah. But we do want to keep the comments PG-13. We have folks joining us from all ages, so we want to be a little bit cautious there. Yeah. So we have had a really good week, though. Lots of fun stuff on the go. I showed you the new envelopes that we've got. I think that those are super cool. Kind of excited about those. And full disclosure, many, many years ago, I used to own two companies. One was a printing company and one was a publishing company. So stuff like this makes my heart sing. I'm really big into quality. And, you know, the idea of getting an envelope in the mail that's got Max big bold on it is just so much fun. And this first batch of envelopes, we are featuring the sunflowers. Yeah. Okay, I think I missed a few comments there when I was looking over there. Thank you, everybody, for helping keep our stream clean and friendly. We are a friendly bunch here. We don't have a lot of rules. I mean, the rules are if you come here, be positive, smile, and have fun. Connie's one of our moderators on YouTube, and if you are misbehaving, you will find yourself escorted out the digital door, and that's okay. That's okay. It happens. And, you know, we've noticed on our Facebook channel, we've had quite a few people slipping into a reply on a comment and trying to either use pickup lines and ingratiate themselves with people. And you know that they are being really, really slimy, and they're trying to get to know people under a bit of false pretenses. It's like, yeah, okay. Or they are trying to do something that is against Facebook rules and regulations, such as illegal sales. Usually if somebody pops in with a comment and says, I have birds for sale, or I need to rehome a bird, can you help me? And they, you know, it's sort of, you go to their site and it looks kind of sketchy. You know it's a scammer. And there's a lot of them out there. I mean, people want to believe that they're going to get a lovely bird. They want to believe they're going to get the deal of a lifetime. But the truth is, if it's too good to believe, it's too good to be true, it probably is. Facebook does not allow selling or rehoming birds on the platform, because at least not with the exotic parrots, because they are endangered species. So we do keep an eye on that, and it's always great when people let us know when these kind of comments are happening. We read all of the comments, and on Facebook, we've had so many comments recently. We sometimes have to go in and read them in a couple of batches if people have been really, really eager to comment, because otherwise what happens is we basically get a small timeout saying you've been liking too many posts, you've been commenting on too many, and they just put us into a hour post. And it's like, yeah, that's not really cool for me. So if I slow it down, or if I pop in again a little bit later, I can catch all of the comments. So I try to pop in a few times. We've been doing a few different things with the stream this year. Since Max is taking a little bit of a nap, I'm just going to talk for a few minutes, and then we'll get some birdie games going. So one of those is we've introduced some streaming software which lets us do all sorts of cool stuff such as the chat overlays. It's going to let us do some streams with multiple friends in the chat. So, I mean, we can have multiple cameras. We might do a stream featuring a friend like Einstein. You never know. So we'll plot out some of those things. It'll be kind of fun. So we're using streaming software for that, but we're also using it because it enables us to do a better job of giving you a good quality stream on multiple platforms, as well as keep up with the comments. So we've spent money to subscribe to that. We're always updating our, excuse me, okay, Tico first. Oh, Maxie. Oh, Maxie. I don't know what happened. Here, honey. I know. Yeah, that's the garbage bag. You don't want that. What happened? Oh, boy. Oh, my. What happened? What are you doing? You're a bird. That's okay. What's going on, bud? What's going on? I know. Yeah. You want a shoe? Well, we could get you a shoe to chew on, but you're going to have to step off if you want the shoe. So Max right now is doing the Klingon thing. He does not want to let go of my arm. That's okay. It's okay, Max. We can hang out here. Yeah, we can have a little cuddle. Actually, let's go do that. I'm going to step behind the camera. Do not. Okay, thank you. Just held his tail over top of my computer. And yes, I can pick up Tico without the stick, but if I've got two birds on the floor and I've got a camera involved, I will use that to make sure that Tico does not say, there's a camera, I'm going to get mad at you. Oh, yeah, Max is just in the background here giving me a quick little cuddle. He just wants a little bit reassurance. I know it's tough to be a bird. Really tough to be a bird. So what was that all about? What startled you? So I'm actually going to ask the comments, does anybody know what startled the flock? Did anybody see or hear anything that I missed? Tours, Max flies like a potato. Not very well. Yeah. No, he just aimed himself at the ground, flapped his wings, and did a controlled descent, but he didn't get any positive lift, and he just went for a little bit of a slide when he landed. Tico was a little bit surprised because Max took his usual landing strip, and what Tico did, he saw Max going long, and Max and Tico don't want to end up on the floor right beside each other. So Tico did a really short landing. He'll usually land the whole length of the kitchen. He back-winged and dropped really, really early. So he just said, nope, not gonna do this. I'm not gonna fly into the same space that Max is. Ugh, Max, yeah, I know. You don't like the snow. We might have some snow clearing folks outside right now. I heard them earlier, and we might have heard some noise from that. Aditya, they're not really aggressive to each other, but they both like having their own space. So Max, are you ready to go see all of your friends again? Would you like to go up and see all of our friends again? I know. I always tell them that you don't know what's going to happen during the stream airs. Here you go. Step, step. Nope. You don't want to step. You sure? Step backwards. Step. Nope. Oh, step, step. Step, step. You don't want to step backwards. Okay. You don't want to step forward. You don't want to step backwards. I'm going to go over here. Come here. Step. Come on. Come on. Okay, it's up to you, honey. You don't have to. I know. I don't know what's going on. Yeah. No, don't do that here. Okay. Yeah, You have to do that. Could you wait until I got the paper down? Max had great timing. He lifted his tail, and I was dropping a piece of paper at the time, and he pooped so that the paper landed on top of it. Really, really useful. Okay, Max. Come on, step, step. Nope. Forget it, Mom. Forget it. Okay, we'll step around that. We'll wipe that up. Oh, Max, you're mucky puppers. Or mucky poopers. Had you not gone poop all day or something? Oh, that was a messy one. Such a messy one. Yeah, I tend to wipe up fairly quickly. I have laminate floor. And if you've ever had laminate floor, you know how it's designed. It has boards of laminate with cracks in between them, and moisture can seep into the cracks. Yeah, you can do the math. You know how that would not work out too well. Okay. Well, come on, step. You don't want to step. Okay. Well, what am I going to do with you if you don't want to streamers? How about, do you like one of those? That's okay. Yeah, but you're on my elbow. That's not comfortable with a claw in my elbow. So look out the window. Look at all the snowers. Who ordered the snow? Who ordered the snow, honey? Yeah, I did not order it. Okay, let's turn this. Here. That better? Okay, you wanted me to turn it. So if you've ever had birds, you understand that sometimes it's the small things that matter. His perch was facing the wrong direction. His perch has been facing that direction for many, many, many streams. It was not a problem 10 minutes ago. It just suddenly is a problem now. Okay, I'm just going to put that down. Okay, I know, but I don't want you dropping toys on it. You did really good, Tico. Yeah. Now, Tico did not need anywhere near the reassurance that Max did after that flight. So I just let the birds do what they need. I mean, Max needed a little bit more attention. He needed a little bit more cuddling. Yeah, he's had this light for a while. Nothing new in his bowl. He just yeah, I think Tango, there was a ghost. KT, we would really welcome having the robins come back, but if they came back, they'd be in for a heck of a surprise. Yeah. Was that good, Max? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll play a few birdie games after Max finishes this snack. I'm actually kind of glad that I had that sitting on overlay while Max was playing Goose. Yeah. No, Max sometimes just wants to cuddle. I mean, he's a cockatoo, and cockatoos like cuddling. They have their own ideas about what is acceptable with the world and what is not. So what we'll do, Toulouse asks, how big are Moluccans compared to macaws? And I'm going to say it depends. There are small Moluccans and there are large Moluccans. Max is an exceedingly large Moluccan. Max is 1.5 kilograms, but some Moluccans are 800 grams. So there's a huge, huge range. We have a number of blue and gold macaws in town that we've met. Max is larger than all of the ones that we've met. When we purchase any clothing for Max, such as his hoodies, most Moluccans will take a size 13. Max takes a size 15. 13 is way too small. 15 will fit the hyacinth macaws. So Max is unusually large for a Moluccan. So that's why I say it depends. But just like humans, I mean, we have some people who walk around, we all have friends. We have that friend who's 5'2", and then we have the friend who's 6'8". I mean, there's a huge range in people, just like there's a range with the birds. So yeah, Max has calmed down a little bit. Yeah, Max is huge. He really, really is. And when I get into the picture with Max, you can see just how big he really, really is. His beak fits comfortably around my wrist. And there's only one way I can know that. Yes, French Paul, Barney is smaller than Max. Yeah. Hi, Linda. Linda says blue and gold are smaller than macaws. Yeah, blue and gold are definitely smaller than the scarlets. But there's also some macaws, like the military macaws, that are absolutely tiny. Always been fascinated by them, but you see them so infrequently. Really glad to see you on the stream today, Linda. So now that Max has calmed down a bit, I'm going to just adjust my, I apologize if I bump anything here, folks. I'm just trying to rotate a stool with the camera on it so I can see it. Yes, and Max's motto, been there, pooped on that. So I'm going to just set myself up, and we're going to play some games of catch because Max loves playing catch, and it usually is a good way to distract him. He's calmed down from his unscheduled flight. Now, paradoxically, this might actually cause Tico to do an unscheduled flight because Tico might think that Max is tossing at him. Tico, I've got another one. Would you like one? Another one? Another pea? Yeah, okay. So Max, let's start. Oh, so for Max's size, right here, this is me, this is Max, but you can see how big he is compared to me. Can you stand tall, honey? Stand tall. Stand tall. Now, I mean, he is on a big perch right now, but that gives you a little bit of context. So hopefully I was in the picture, but he is a big, big bird. I'm used to him. I mean, I don't know any better. This is how big a Moluccan is. When we first met Q told us that Q is probably going to be the biggest Moluccan we ever see. So I said, are you sure? So I happened to know at that time that Max was unusually large. So when we met Q in person, Q's owner just took one look at Max and went, he's big. And the first time she held Max, after having held Q for 18 years, she said she couldn't get over how big and heavy Max was. And that's somebody who's owned a Moluccan for years. So you want to play catch? Let's play catch. Ooh, it's a close ring. Catch. Ooh. Catch this one. Okay, we're going to play thoughtful catch. Okay. What about the shoe? Shoe. Oh, the shoes are a bit harder to catch. Let's start with the easy ones. That didn't work. Let's go with the big one. We'll start big and we'll go smaller. Okay, good job. Now, Max, the only rule right now is please don't throw anything at the computer, okay? Catch. Catch. That's right. Good job. Okay, we'll go to full screen. I think that's probably what we want. There we go. Sorry, folks, I forgot about that. Let's go back to the full screen. Woo! Oh, Max. Toys on the floor. Oh, you want that. Okay, you get that. Oh, Lego time, Lego time. Would you like a ring? I will drop it with disdain. Would you like a shoe? No, it might be a parrot-eating monster. Would you like a bagel? Not right now. Okay, that's fine. You know, the flock is always going to have their own ideas about what they want when they want it. Just picking up a couple of toys. Chico likes Lego that's been put together. Lego? Yeah, now he's got 2 pieces in the background. I know the light's not as good on Tico right now, but he's already taken it apart. He's taken one piece off the other piece. Good job. Yeah. Yeah, we can play with Lego. We don't have to play catch. I never know what game the birds want to play. They set the tone. They decide what they want to play. Oh my goodness, Julia. Julia sent us a super chat or super sticker. Super cute. Now, I don't know why Restream shows up the stickers as the description, but this one is definitely a really cute character offering me a cup of coffee. My goodness, my goodness. Thank you, thank you. Awesome, awesome. My goodness. Oh, you dropped your Lego. Would you like to play catch again? A ring? A ring? A ring? Oh, you're not really in the catching mood. So you see here how Max is sort of half in the mood to play, and he's sort of half in the mood to just drop. You wanna spin these? These are fun. No, but I'll fling those. You want that one? It's your brother's. Oops. Shoes. Okay. Cup. Like cuppers. That was a hard one to catch. And you're sort of only half in the mood to catch, so I'm not going to toss that cup for you, but I'll toss that ring. It's a tough ring. That's right. One more ring. One more ring. Oh, okay. Tico, and small ring. Tico wants to just drop bagels right now. That's okay. That's okay. Oh, I missed a whole bunch of. My goodness. Barry sent us a super sticker. Super, super cool. Hi, Max. We catch this one too? Catch, catch. Yay! Good job. Good job. Oh, yes, yes. Max is a very big boy. Max, would you like to play some music? Got some musical toys we can play with. Okay, let's go find something that makes some music. Okay. Let's go here. Okay, you want to play music? There you go. Good. You not in the mood? You're not in the mood. I know this is kind of scary. Oh, you went poopers. Good bird. This is kind of scary, Tico. It's okay. And Max does not want to play music right now. Max, what do you want to do? You don't want to play music? Put this in the corner. You don't want to play catch. You did want to play Legos. Let's get you another Lego, another color. Here, let's punch 2 Legos together. Yellow and green. Okay, thoughtful Lego time. That's okay. We can play thoughtful Legos. That one's not very thoughtful if you dropped it. Let's see. Is there another piece of Lego? What? Okay. There's another piece of Lego. How about this one? Here. It's yours. I know you're in the mood. In the mood. One spins. Spins. Can you spin it? You can spin it. That's right. It's a good kind of nut and bolt to play with. Better than the big one, the small ones on your cage. I still want to know why your door latch only has one nut and bolt on it. Pretty sure it started out life with two. Yeah. Ding. Yay. I know you're not super in the mood to play, but that's okay. We can do whatever you want to do, hon. There. That's right. Okay, we had a chew, and chews are good. Chew, chew. And that actually suggests to me that Max might actually be in the mood for, see what I've got over here. Max, do I have any pieces of cardboard here that I can grab easily that are not attached to a big box? Let me look. I think I have to cut some more down, honey. Sorry, bud, I'm going to have to cut those down. I know. Let's see. Another bag full of toys here. Not those ones today. Oh, what do you want to play with, Max? What are you in the mood for? Huh? Are you in the mood? Are you in the mood? Are you in the mood for... Here's one we haven't played with for a while. Oops. I got two bottoms. It's going to bring you a little egg. We need a top and a bottom, though. Hi. Max likes Eggies. Eggie toys, too. Eggie toys. Yeah. Okay. Want to pop that one open? You just want to toss it. Okay. Can I get this toenail? I've been looking at it all morning. Little nibble. Good job. I want this one too. Good job. Good job. You are the best. Yeah? I get just a little bit nibble more on this. Okay, just one little nibble. There. So good. I get the other foot too, but of course you're not going to show it to me, right? The other foot's going to play hide and go squeak. That's okay. He is so good about the toenails. I can just walk up and clip. Yeah. Connie, I actually got a copyright hit on, I think, the Piano's music on Facebook last Saturday. So I'm not going to be playing that one on Facebook for a while. I'm just hoping that that was what it was. And I'm not hitting the Einstein string of luck where everything we do gets flagged copyright, despite the fact that it's clearly original. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to toss the shoe. Oops. How about you? Would you like the shoe? Would put your foot in the shoe? Have a good chew. They're fun. Okay, you're going to toss it. I know you are. Sometimes you chew on them. But this one's going flying. Yeah. Yeah, Max is actually really, really good about the tail clipping. Yeah, these shoes are actually great fun for birds of all sizes to play with. Only thing I'm going to remind you about is if you do get them, make sure that they don't have the metal grommets on them. You want the ones that are just the canvas, and then they're safe. We treat these as a supervised toy. That means that we can play with them when outside of the cage and somebody's watching what's going on. Yeah, no, Max is really, really good about just letting me take a nail and give a little clip. Sometimes I have not done it in a while, and then I just take a few little nibbles to catch up. I don't get overly fussed about the nails. The big things for me, Max, is not getting them caught on anything, and they're not causing a problem. And that's sort of my biggest thing. Tico takes care of his own nails. I've not clipped his nails in at least a decade. They're perfect shape. I mean, he keeps really good shape. Max's nails do need a bit of clipping, but I've also discovered that one of his favorite games is to swing upside down on the top of his cage. He holds on and he goes for a swing. And he uses his nails sort of as a bit of a rail to swing from. So if I trim them too short, all of a sudden he goes for a swing and he runs out of nail because he's just relying on them just clipping over top of the perch and just sort of hanging there. He doesn't have to hold on. And all of a sudden he ends up not very happy with me. So I've learned that he likes them a little bit longer. So yeah, we don't have to summon demons here to get the nails done, French Paul. We just basically grab a toe and give a little nibble. And we just do it a little bit at a time. We know that there's a quick in there. We know it'll retract as we go. We're not using a Dremel or anything scary. We just use a pair of, I think these ones are cat or dog nail clippers that we're using. And we just do a tiny, tiny bit, but it's always, always under control. And I just walk up very matter-of-factly. Max just sort of watches me and goes, okay, whatever. Not a big deal. And that is actually the coolest way to do foot maintenance. I don't have to do all the nails at once. Nope, not a big deal. You only want me to do one? We do one. You decide today we're not doing any? That's okay. You decide tomorrow you want all of them done? That's fine too. You want me to do the ones that are already too short and don't need to be clipped? I will just basically run the clipper over top and show you that I'm doing the clipping motion, but not actually clip anything. I mean, there's all sorts of options, but it's really about consent. Max knows he can trust me, and that makes life really, really simple. Sharon says they need to get Dexter's beak done every 3 months. Kane bit him and broke his beak, and now it grows weirdly. Yeah. Max's beak sometimes grows weirdly. He likes to get a bit of a beak tooth on one side of his beak. Oh, that's sweet, honey. Yeah, so he likes to let it grow a bit. And what happens when it grows, it gets a little bit out of control. And we've taken him to the vet a few times for it. But now what I actually tell him is that we need to go to the vet to see Dr. Dremel. And I give him, he always has stuff to chew, but I hand him some wood and I say, unless you want to deal with your own beak. And he usually volunteers and just goes on a mad chewing binge and chews it right down. And we go from a beak that definitely needs a trim to one that he's just taking care of himself. It's almost as if he understands me. TKL one day, he came over here and his beak was really long to the point of concerning. Now, TKL, I will take him to the vet if there's an emergency, but beyond that, I mean, he stays here with us. He's a friend. He's not ours. So for regular maintenance, I'm not going to go unless asked by our friends who own him. And I looked at the beak and I thought, wow, that's a little bit long, Betty. And I told him when his people gets back, he's going to go to see the vet and get it dremelled down. And I think that the birds had a little discussion because the next thing I knew, Woody Woodpecker was going through wooden blocks like no tomorrow. And he just chewed his beak down to something really, really good and reasonable. And I'm just looking at him going, you have the same blocks at home. What is going on? But I think that the flock does pattern each other. So it's definitely cool to watch them interact. Jennifer, actually, this is an excellent, excellent question. Oh my goodness, I'm just going to have to highlight this one for a minute. Jennifer asks, does it take a while for birds to warm up to their owners, or is it love at first sight? I know some have been through a lot and take a while, but is that like that for every bird? Every bird is different, and it may depend on their own experiences. With Max, when I met him, he was living in a basement. He was angry with the entire world. He looked at me and went, you are female. He did not think much about women. He loves men, hates women, and that was a strike against me. And he thought I was good for two things. I was good to be screamed at, and I was good to be bit. And I mean, neither of those were really high on my list, my bucket list of things I wanted. He was only staying with me for a couple of weeks, and then I was asked to find him a new home, and then he decided he found his new home. We have a whole video on that. But yeah, it took a long time before he could trust me. We set up some rules. Yeah, we taught him that the rules applied to him. Like, it took years to be able to touch his head. He was really nervous about his head, and he's not keen on most people touching his head. Like, if you meet most birds, you'll give him a scritch on the head. With Max, it's going to be the back first because he needs to learn that you are okay. His head is a little bit scary. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Max. I know. But, I mean, it's up to him. He can set his own rules, and he can have a bit of body autonomy. I mean, if he wants a scritchy, he can have one. If he does not want somebody touching his head, that's fine too. But what I found with Max, I was consistent. I told him what the rules were, I told him what to expect, and I carried through. I did not let him intimidate me. Now, was I intimidated? Oh, yeah, I was intimidated. Did I let him see that? Nope. I apparently would make a good poker player when it comes to parrots, but he just did not see that I was intimidated. And that was really, really important. But over time, he learned that he could trust me. And now I have become his person. I mean, something scary happens, he wants to cuddle with me. If he gets tired and we're out, and I noticed this when we were doing a lot of meetups, even people that he knew well, like our friend Lori, he'd normally interact, but if he got tired, it was, not going to interact with you. You're female, and for him, that was kind of the big thing. And he'd only want to interact with a few guys, such as our friend Kyle over at Pisces. Like, he really, really likes Kyle. So something there about Kyle, just, for him, it was, first time he saw Kyle, he just was making little hard eyes. But, it's, so Max has his own ideas, but when he gets tired, if we're out, he wants to be with me. I'm his comfort. He's decided that I'm his flock. A good thing after 18 years that he sees that and understands that. But, every bird's going to be different. It's really a case of being there, being steady. Some birds are shy. Like, African Greys have a very different personality. And with the personality of a Grey, it's going to be a really slow approach. Tico would have hated if I just reached out and grabbed him and tried to hold on to him or tried to pat him and said, you're going to enjoy this. And no, he would not enjoy that. But if I said, Tico, would you like scritchies? Yeah, yes, the body language. He dipped his head and invited me in. And I respect that. And I give him his little scritchy based on what he actually wants. And it's all consent-based. And that's the biggest thing. He has control. But I don't run up to him and try to get right in his face. If somebody comes over, he's going to hide somewhere and watch them for a while and just go on observe mode because he does not know if they're a parrot-eating monster. He does not know if they're to be trusted. And he's going to just hold back and watch for a little while. So every bird is a bit different, different personalities, different wants, different needs. Really comes out when they are overtired. You can really see that. But if you're adding a bird to your flock, be patient, give the bird room, and check your expectations at the door. Listen to your bird. And the biggest tip I'm going to give you on that is if you're adding a bird to the flock, consider sitting down with an avian behavioralist. I talk a little bit about our friend Robin with Canada Bird School. This is what she does for a living. She has studied this for years. My experience is I have had a handful of birds. What do I know about parrots? I mean, I've lived with Tico for 27 years. She still has a better understanding of birds than I do because this is what she's studied. She understands bird psychology. I've got a surface level understanding of what works. A lot's been trial and error. But if I would have known her back when I met Max, I probably would have built up that relationship with Max much faster than I was able to. I mean, it was very hit and miss, and I'm very proud of what I've done with Max, but it was pure fluke. I did not know what I was doing. I'll freely admit that. But if you're adding a bird to the flock, that might not be a bad thing. Sit down, see what tips she has. She has some online courses, and she also does consultations. And I use her as an example, but there are many avian behavioralists across Canada, the States, Europe, but most of them will work online. They will work over Zoom, and they can work, whatever your time zone is, wherever you are. So don't let location stop you. And it can be a really, really good investment. Yeah, because I mean, birds are very different than cats, dogs, or anything else. I kind of joke that behavioralists actually train people, not birds. They teach people how to listen to birds. And often listening is the key. The relationship goes sour because the bird's trying to communicate, gets frustrated because you're not listening to what they want. I mean, Max right now is saying, excuse me, I'm not done with that scritchy. I need some attention. But there's very different body language, and just learning how to meet your bird's needs and what the bird actually wants you to do is really, really important. We played catch a few times. Max is going, not in the mood today. And I didn't push it too much. I tossed a few times because sometimes it just takes him a bit of time to warm up. But I'm not going to force him to do something. That's so true. Moluccans, actually, this is true of most parrots. They're toddlers with scissors in the beak and a loudspeaker in the neck. Greys are more like teenagers. Yeah. Absolutely. I looked, actually, the one thing that really did a big job on my relationship with Max is when I realized he's a little boy. He's not really a bird. And I started treating him like I would a toddler. And that approach works incredibly well with him as a Moluccan. And that kind of surprised me. That approach would not work with Tico. And the approach that I've used with Tico ever since he's been a baby, I mean, he's a bird. He knows he's a bird. And we don't ever have any debates about that. Max is a little bit more like a toddler, and he loves playing with kids' toys. He likes colors. He likes stimulation. And if I treat him as such and give him toddler appropriate choices, works really well. Tico's a little bit more of a thinker. He does some plotting in the background. Definitely very, very different species. But that's the biggest difference there. Yeah. But I mean, body language is huge. Like, what does the body language say? Right now, Max has fluff and chops up, but he's standing with his feet a little bit apart and both feet are down. He's listening and looking out the front window. And I don't know if you can hear that, but a snow scraper just went past on the main road. So he's doing what the heck is that, Mom? I'm not sure about it. I don't think I approved it. What's that noise? What's going on? And now he's still looking that way, and he's sort of doing the, is it safe? Is it gone? Tico's standing on one foot. He's relaxed, but he could take off any second if he needed to. He's already shown how quick and nimble he is on that. But he's just hanging out, and he's paying attention to Max. He knows he's safe inside the house, but he's still paying attention to what's going on. He's listening. It's just he didn't think it was cause for alert. So we've got very different things happening. But it's not just what's happening with the bird. It is what is happening in the environment around them. I mean, Max bit me when I was carrying him. He bit me on the wrist pretty good a couple of months ago. And I mean, you know, it really hurt my feelings. And that's actually sometimes how relationships with birds get broken. Something will hurt a feeling, and then you start to be more cautious around the bird, and you pull back and you quit giving them attention, and that turns into a really, really ugly cycle. But I'm sort of looking at him going, what the heck was that for? And he kind of looks at me a little bit surprised. Well, what the heck did I do that for? And it took me a minute to figure out that a couple of our neighbors had walked past arguing loudly. Now, Max spent a lot of years in a basement, and he knows how to have an argument. Like, he's told me what he's heard. He's told me what upsets him. And people showing anger to each other, even the show of anger, that scares him. And the first thing he wants to do is react instinctively with that bite. That's what he learned when he was young. So that's exactly what he served me. And I'm sort of going, okay, I understand what happened. I understand what you need. You need to feel safe. You need to feel secure. Right now, I'm not feeling safe and secure because you got the sharp black pointy bits that you just used on me, but that's okay. And I mean, you know, we basically made up right away because I could understand why I got bit. Now, whose fault was that? It was clearly mine, because I let somebody walk past outside arguing, and I didn't protect him from that. So I had him in the house where somebody could walk past arguing. You know, like, it was, although external and not directly within my control, it was still my fault. You know, I didn't hear it coming. I could have turned on some music. I could have distracted him. I did not hear it coming either. And he probably didn't hear it before I will. And I mean, that's honest. Like, could I avoid that? Probably not. But I know what happens. So it doesn't really impact the respect. Now, with Tico, I have a lot of respect for his beak. He can bite. Yeah, go scraping again, Max. It's okay, hon. Yeah, that's kind of scary. I know. What's going on? But with Tico, right now he's, if you saw the squash short that I posted, yes, Tico loves his squash. He wanted me to let all of the flockers know that he's expecting some baby squash to hatch any day now. He's pretty sure that he did that right. But what? I know I'm talking out of school on you. Yeah, but so that actually tells me that he's feeling a little bit hormonal, and that's okay. If he climbs into a dark spot or something that might look a bit like a cave in his mind, or might be a corner that might be a great place for him to perch, the worst thing I could do is reach my hand in and grab him, or even put my hand in front of him and ask him if he wants to step up. He's going to defend his cave. I'm not another bird. He's going to defend it. I'm not his mate. He's going to defend it. He knows that, and that is pure instinct. And you can actually see him when he goes into defense mode. It's like a little puzzled, going, "What the heck just happened?" But it is his instinct. Like, if I would, grabbing the squash when he's really invested in it, it's like, this is mine, not yours. He's sometimes playing, but that bit I did the other day when he was really, 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 if I would have gotten my hand in between him and squash, my hand would have lost that encounter really badly. But I look at that and it's like, okay. And I look at the fact that he does not like cameras. So cameras, he's always keeping an eye on them. He knows where they are. And the agreement that we have is if I'm reaching into a dark spot, I don't do so with a bare hand unless I want to bleed. And if there's a camera around, it's always on his own terms. And he gets a bit nervous, so I actually don't pick him up with my hand because I feel safer on the stick with that. He's shown me many times before, if there's a camera, somebody's going to bleed. And it's like, okay, cell phone, there's somebody going to bleed. All right, buddy, we'll do this. So I've got this lovely stick that I use for that. And it's just a piece of doweling wrapped in a bit of vet wrap. And I can use that to pick him up from wherever. But it's something that we practice regularly because when he climbs underneath a cupboard or in behind the sofa, I don't want to be sticking a stick in there that scares him and he's going to go, what the heck? That's scary. I'd much rather offer him something. He says, oh, yeah, I can step up on this, no problem. Like, we've got a good relationship. You want to scratch? Scratchies? Yeah. But it's always on his own terms. I ask him what he wants, but I regularly do use the stick with him because I know that he has a penchant to climb in behind sofas, and it's very hard to convince him to come out. If he's on the floor, he might also be thinking, I'm going to go find myself a cave, excuse me. So it's something we've just gotten into the habit of. And some of the time I use it just because he's so accustomed to it, he'll just hop on it. If I need to reach out and I know it's not going to be convenient for me to reach out far, it's a great way to do it as well. So that's actually one of the reasons why we use these sticks so much. Yeah. So we had some fun. Just give me 1 second. I'm just going to wash my hands. Yeah, buddy, I know. So, show you those envelopes one more time because they are pretty cool. And these are going to be used for some of the merchandise off of our Etsy store. Yeah, there we go. Really, really cool. Actually, if I put it here, you might be able to see it a little bit better. They are glossy, happiness inside, and they are double-sided, and those are padded envelopes that we are using for some deliveries off of our Etsy store. So depending what you order, obviously something that is being a flat pack that is a single magnet or a sticker is just going to go in a card, but something a little bit larger that is shipping as a packet will go in one of our new envelopes if it is a good fit. So really, really cool. Would anybody like one more? Snap peas? Nope. Snap pea? I want? I just don't want to say I want. Okay. But, you know, each bird different. Helena, Chico is the master of the stink eye. He is the specialist of stink eye. Yeah. Well, I'd like to thank everybody for joining us today. It's really, really good to see everybody. It's fun to hang out with you on a Saturday morning. And as always, we never know what to expect from the flock. I mean, it's up to the birds what they want to do. Today we had some excitement when we went for a bit of a flap, right, Max? He had some excitement, and then he wanted to cuddle, which is fine. And I mean, I just go with the flow. Whatever the flock wants is fine by me. I can't force them to play with any given toy. I can't force them to eat anything. They're going to do what they're in the mood to do. And that's part of the joy of living with, you know, somebody like Max. He's a toddler. He's got his own ideas. And having that back and forth and living with somebody who's got their own ideas and has their own impressions and their own preferences and their own moods and things that change, that's what keeps it fun and exciting. Oh, was that a good pea? Did you eat all the little peas inside? Yeah? Okay. Well, thank you, everybody. So glad to see you all. Have a great week. Huge shout out and thank you for all of the super stickers, the super chats, and the stars from those of you on Facebook. Stars, I always go back and I say thank you on Facebook, because they don't show up for me on the overlay stream, but I do see them, I do recognize them, and we do appreciate them. I mean, it's used to do things like upgrade some of our AV equipment, upgrade some of our software, buy the birds toys and treats and all of that stuff. So it all feeds right back into what you're seeing. So if you're enjoying the streams, let us know. Like, give us a thumbs up. You know, you don't have to do the digital tip. That's perfectly fine. I mean, but just, you know, give us a like, leave us a comment, share a video with a friend. Those are all things that cost absolutely nothing but can help out the flock. Above all, let us know what you like. Let us know, what do you want to see more of? What do you want to see less of? It helps us know what you enjoy for content. Are you enjoying, you know, the stream? Was today's stream good? Like, what was the audio and video like? Did you like the coloring? We're using a webcam today, which is a little bit different, and we're playing around with some of the setup, but always open to some feedback. Anyhow, so good to see everybody. If you missed the beginning of the stream, you can go back and watch it later. Hi, PJ. But wishing everybody a wonderful week. Happy Saturday, Helena, Sharon, Kane, Michelle, Sue, Connie. Connie, thank you again for helping moderate. Tango, Aditya. We have so many people. Jordan, Jennifer, Sharon, Michelle. Like, I can't name you all in one sitting. But we appreciate each and every one of you. Bok, everybody.